Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a general timeless reading for you. We're going to be delving into the energies at play right now. What will be in the cards for, for all of you? I have no idea. We shall see what comes up. We have 3 groups today. We have a Golden Healer for group 1, we have Pyrite for group 2, and we have Aragonite for group 3. As I said, this is a general reading, not a personal one, so there's absolutely no reason to take anything personally. If it's not resonating, take what, resonates and leave the rest, or check out a different group. Whatever your intuition is telling you. Again, tarot is a tool in which to hone in on your intuition to make better choices. Okay. And as I said, this is the energy at play right now. If, there's something that you feel that needs to be adjusted, I am messaging you right now here through this, channeling whatever comes up. Again, you have free will. You do what you want to do. Okay, so keep that in mind. So go ahead and choose whichever group is calling to you, and we're just going to get into this. One with the Golden Healer. Let's take a look and see what comes up. What is going on with the energy at the moment right now? So we have the Queen of Wands. We have the 10 of Bats, which is the 10 of Swords. We have the Knight of Bats, which is the Knight of Swords. And then we have the King of Wands. Look at that. We have masculine energy with heart-centered chocolate. We have the Moon. We have lamppost, illumination and guidance. And then we have tracking each other down with train tracks. So we have lamppost and train tracks. All right. Well, I think this is really interesting that the Moon came up here, considering tonight is it's already probably passed for where I'm at. It's the full moon in Aries right now. Okay. And it's so interesting because we have air and we have fire energy, and we have this divine counterpart couple here. Okay. Tracking each other down. This is all about, I feel like you guys, this is, the energy you've been working right now. Okay. Where it's like, you're really coming into your power. I feel like there's definitely a change. There's a completion of a cycle here. Some of you could be finishing up a college course. Some of you could be finishing up with a job and moving on or getting a promotion. There's definitely, changing a fitness routine, moving to a different location. It's the completion of cycles like this. It's like, it also is not, it's definitely very everyday stuff. There could be changes to your everyday routine. Like there's just a closing out of something. And it's like, because of this, it's really brought you into your power, made you more of a powerful, charismatic person. You're feeling supercharged, ready to go. And that's what the Knight of Swords is all about. It's, about taking charge and plowing, forward and really freaking taking action. That is what's going on. Like you're definitely taking action with completing a cycle here. And through this process, it's definitely leading you to a counterpart here. Very masculine energy at that. The other thing here is it's like literally with the completion of this cycle, you've opened yourself up. And it's like, because you've really, something, like the Moon. I think of the Moon and it's like secrets have been revealed. Arcane knowledge has been revealed to you. There's been some kind of like, aha moment, maybe a little bit of a spiritual awakening. Definitely messages via spirit guide at night, especially in your dreams, that are very much giving I feel like there's a lot of hope here and a lot of excitement for the future. It's like, it's really lit you up inside. And I feel like your guide's definitely like telling you, take action, go for it. Don't sit around anymore. Close out this stuff, leave the things behind that aren't working for you anymore. And it's time to get organized, reevaluate things and stuff. Because you're on that path. This group is very interesting because it's like, this group is very divine counterpart, centered, where you are definitely tracking each other down. It's happening. It's coming. Look at this. They're like looking towards each other. And he's definitely it's like, I feel like, okay, here's this king and, they're not the same suit, but it's like, there's this, he's taking action. It's just like the energy going, whoosh, like, it's like you're honing in on it. It's coming to you. It's like, there's definitely an illumination here. There's some, it's like literally like aha moment of, being in the right place at the right time situation here. Also, for those of you who have been like sitting on the fence or, you know, I think also for a few of you, this has to do with like, okay, you've been in a lull and you haven't been trying to like date or put yourself out there or something. And now it's like, you're getting to that point where you're like, fuck it. I'm going to put myself out there. This is going to be fun. I'm going to approach this from a completely different way than I usually do. And I am really rocking that charismatic, sexy, powerful, fun, interesting kind of energy where you walk into a room. It's like, I feel like for a lot of you, you're feeling really good right now about who you are. And because of this, it's like made it easier to leave, you know, certain shit you've been clinging to and certain like modes of belief and thought behind. And it's really, you've taken action here. So let's take a look at the masculine energy card and see what it has to say. Yeah, it would be good if I could read it. Okay, a card of power, opinions, and forceful masculine energy that may represent a man you know or an aspect of yourself that needs nurturing and gentle attention. Take time to consider the feelings of others before you make any decisions at this time. Be mindful of others before actioning any plans. And then it says you may need to change something about yourself, be it your behavior, thoughts, or your expectations of others. That's what this 10 of Swords is about, definitely. Be gentler on yourself and others. Be still. Listen. Consider. Hear. Respect. Oh, and I love that word much. So it says, I am in touch with my masculine side, but I do not allow it to harden me. Yes. And the moon card here is definitely about, you know, being empowered by your own light, your own abilities. You know, you definitely, for many of you, you're seeing the bigger picture of how things have been working in the past. And it's just like, it's like you're connecting the dots now and you're realizing, oh my God, if I'm going to freaking get anywhere, I need to let this go and, you know, take care of this and close this out and put, you know, the finishing touches on this particular project or whatever in my life. You know, I need to do this in order to move forward. It's going to give you closure. You know what I mean? To move on to the next phase. You know, this person that you are with, also the moon, like definitely, you know, gives an inkling to a deep, very deep spiritual connection. You guys are like perfect counterparts. You know, it's a very healthy balance of energies here. And at this time, be paying attention to your intuition. And literally this card talks about dream work. So this is a very good time to do dream work. You know, where you, like, as you're getting ready to go to bed, you do a meditation, you know, ask to connect to your guides. You know, if you have any questions or whatnot, you know, you can pose these before you go to sleep. And then in your dreams, you get your answers. Then you wake up, journal it out, and there you go. And even if it doesn't make sense right away, it will eventually. Okay. All right. So that's it. That's all I am seeing for this group. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. If you would like to see more readings by me, check out my Patreon. The link to that is below in the drop-down box. Thanks again for being with me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. To my Pyrite group, this is going to be your reading. Let's see what is going on here with the energy. What's in the cards for you guys? So let's take a look here. So we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pumpkins, which is, this is the Two of Pentacles. This is the Eight of Pentacles, okay? We have the Five of Cups, and we have the Two of Wands. We have, oh wow, you got two cards here. We have Security with peanut butter chocolate, and we have chocolate covered peanuts. Oh my God, they're both peanuts and chocolate. That's crazy. So we have Security and we have Trust. So we also have Luck. Look at that. Good luck. And we have the Nest, New Beginnings and Preparation. And we have Pomegranate, Fertility is in your future. Yeah. So I feel like, honestly, when I'm seeing the Five of Ghosts, I feel like you guys are like too busy right now to be thinking about. I feel like for many of you, you've been like kind of stuck in the past or dwelling on something that didn't work out. You know, I feel like this is kind of like what you guys have been dealing with in the past. It's that crying over spilt milk. It's like finally you're like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to switch things up. I'm not going to freaking dwell in the past anymore. I'm going to get my shit together. We have 2 and 2 here. Okay. So you guys might be seeing like series of 2. This is also 2 is all about partnership, union, things like this. But I feel like you guys are just too, like, I want to say you're too busy to worry about the freaking wallowing in the past anymore. You're done with that, because it's like, I feel like you've done that enough now. And it's like, okay, I'm finished with this shit. I'm really going to freaking get organized. It's like life has been kind of crazy, kind of hectic, and you've been like really trying to balance things out. You've been really working hard, especially like towards your career. I feel like you're not going to freaking worry about stuff from the past anymore. You're going to work on more, of perfecting things. I feel like learning from your mistakes is a big one with this one. It's like you've learned, now you're going to apply what the lessons here, and you're getting to work hardcore. It's like, I feel like you have a lot of negotiations and planning in your future, lots of goal setting, and you're like really, you're focused. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of focused energy here where, I don't know, maybe you realize that like it's been too long in this kind of energy. So now it's going to take a little bit more work to balance everything out. But as long as you keep plowing forward and you keep working hard at what you're trying to accomplish, keep those, goal setting, in order, write out all the steps. And also don't be afraid to negotiate for a better like pay raise, job, whatever, because you can definitely, get it. I feel like finally you've gotten over this and you have more trust in yourself, and you're realizing, if I want to have security in my life, I'm going to have to trust. And that's like a big thing. And it's like you are literally attracting a lot of luck. This is a phase of like new beginnings. This is part of the preparation because there's something really exciting and new coming in. I mean, literally you have that fertility is in your future with the pomegranate and luck. Hell yes. So, when I think of that pomegranate, it's just like, oh my God, this is like definitely this time of year too. For all the planning, I feel like really you guys need to sit down, especially for, and start planning out your 2023. Write out the goals now and set them now. Don't wait until some New Year's resolution bullshit, okay? If you're serious about freaking changing stuff and like really plowing forward and working hard and improving things, especially career wise, you're going to have to just do it now. Why procrastinate? Okay. Starting to plan for your future now and like literally writing out the goals and the steps, bullet journaling, whatever it takes that you have to do to feel more secure. Especially, I feel like when this group writes it all out, you are going to feel more secure and be very, you're definitely going to trust yourself to get things done. And it's just like you have more trust in the future and you're like more chill about it, more easily to open up and accept, the fertility and the luck and the blessings and the gifts that are coming into you at this particular time. So with the security card, let's take a look at this. A positive omen for material wishes yet to be granted. Yes, fertility is a new beginning for preparation. Exactly. You're preparing for that new fucking beginning, the new life. That everything is just like fresh and new. And I think of pomegranates, and it makes me think of Persephone, of course, because she goes into the underworld. She's the queen of the underworld. She goes in there, and then when she comes back out in spring, it's like rebirth, new life, fresh everything, a new start. It's just all beauty. I'm like literally seeing this pastoral scene where there's birds chirping and flowers, blowing in the wind. It's just beautiful. And I feel like that's like the vibe here that I'm getting here. So security in all its forms is in place. You are safe. Potential is ripe. Everything is set for things to go exceedingly well at this time. You have a lot to be thankful for. This card heralds the perfect time to start a gratitude journal and showing thanks for all you receive. Make the best of this time as you find yourself sharing the glory of your successes. Don't forget, what you give out comes back to you. So the mantra is, I am grateful and thankful for all the good things that come into my life. Abundance comes easily and naturally for me. Yes. And then when we have the trust card, okay, with the trust card, it says, be careful where you place your trust. Remember that with every door that closes, another will open. You are being guided to a situation that is much better, even though it doesn't feel like it right now. And that's definitely for the people who are like in this situation right now, okay? Who are like kind of still stuck in this energy. So trust yourself, trust in the universe. This is a time to break free of the past and anything that may be holding you back. Yes, exactly, totally. So it says, I trust my own intuition. I am guided as to where the universe wants to lead me. I trust in the divine order of things. Exactly. So with that luck card in particular, this is all about, basically luck is on your side. This is very Jupiter energy. There's definitely wish fulfillment. If you put forth put forth the effort and take the action and put in the work, those wishes are coming to you. You manifest them, and through, elbow grease too. This is also talking about that this is a very good time to start a new project, and it's going to take some balance, some goal setting and all that. This is all about success, prosperity. I mean, literally, fertility is in your future. And the odds are ever in your favor. Like literally, this card talks about that. It's so fucking cool. So it looks like you got some positive stuff coming your way. Just remember, if you get into this kind of a funk, it's up to you to realize, and I feel like for this group in particular, really getting organized, writing it out, balancing out things. Like, I think that literally setting a schedule for you and making, setting those goals is going to get you out of this funk. And it's like, you spent too much time looking at the past and the things that didn't work out. It's time to look at all the blessings and having that gratitude of all the fertility in your life that you do have. And what is, the future holds so much of that. So there's no reason to be sad, So anyways, guys, that's it. That's all I have for this reading. Thank you so much for all your support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. If you'd like to see more readings by me, please go and head over to my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop-down box below. Thanks again for being with me today, and I'll catch you next time. Hello, group number 3 with my Aragonite people. This is going to be your reading. Let's check out the energies at play right now. What is it that you need to know? What's coming up in the cards for you guys? We have the 4 of Pentacles, 4 pumpkins in this deck. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Hermit. We have Change with Toffee centered. We have Travel. We have Moose roaming around on the loose. And we have the Cabin, Give Yourself Space. Okay, so I don't know. It's like I'm feeling like with the 4 of pumpkins, can have several meanings to it, okay? With the 4 of pentacles here, this is about, getting organized, getting your life in order, cleaning things up. I feel like, like how we do spring cleans, a lot of people do it in the fall as well. And this can, give hint to that some of you definitely need to redecorate, just do a fall refresh for your space. Okay. Literally give yourself space. I feel like this is definitely about feng shuiing your space. Okay. Fixing it up a little bit, changing out the decor a little bit, or just rearranging furniture. It can give a fresh, flow of energy. This also can talk about, I'm feeling like that's definitely in order. That's just going to give, the change that you guys need. But also some of you have been holding out on making a decision way too fucking long. And it's probably because, you're not wanting to deal with it because in the past you've been kind of burned multiple times, because the Queen of Swords can definitely be a little bit jaded. She's exhausted. Sometimes she can be tired, but she's also she can be very wise, very witty, very professional, super smart. And I feel like in this case, holding out and not making a decision is actually procrastinating is not going to work here in this situation. There's a need to make a decision. And I feel like if you're having a difficult time in making the decision, we have the Hermit card. If you need to go on a spiritual sojourn, do it. Okay. Because we literally have travel, roaming around on the loose, give yourself space. I feel like this is what is called for here. Some of you guys need to take a fucking break and go away and just get some R&R here and, take some time out to meditate. And that's the Hermit card. And I feel like this is, not just going to be a physical journey, but also a spiritual one at that. And if you can't get away and actually physically travel, this is definitely about inner travel and, taking the time out to get your shit in order, meditate about this decision that you have to make, because there is change here in the future, no doubt about it. This card talks about moving on. Okay. It also talks about taking control, going in a new direction. And also this is the new, you have a new adventure on the horizon here, or the start of a journey. So for some of you, this is like, you're literally starting a new phase where you're going on a spiritual journey where it's going to lead to a spiritual awakening. But also there's a need for some of you for your career. Some of you could be actually like working in the medical profession too. And I feel like you've been working so hard ever since like the start of COVID. So you need to take a break. Okay. And it's time to spend some time and relax and just like figure out where it is you want to go from here, for you in your personal life. Because I feel like many of you could be feeling like a little bit stagnant, a little stale. And it's like, I need to make a change in my life. So what is it? So this is going to require some spiritual reflection at this time, but not making a decision and whatever you do, don't procrastinate. This spiritual inward journey is going to help you to make any decisions in the future here. So let's take a look at the change card. It says, this is the perfect time for, oh my God, holy shit, this is change, but it says, this is the perfect time for travel of any kind. Be it on an inner journey to a deeper level of understanding of yourself, or a physical trip, even a day off work, a short break from normality, or a simple change of scenery can do the world of good. Things are improving. Opportunity is awakening. Yes. Think about where you want to be. Ponder where you are right now. Pay attention to your dreams. They will show you the things you have missed during your waking hours. This is amazing. So it says, I am open to change, travel, and new adventures. I trust in my dreams and the guidance I receive. You know what? I didn't do this for the other groups, but I really kind of want to like pull another card for you guys. And I think I'm going to do this one because it's like, it shows like locations in some of these cards. So maybe one will come up, but obviously for some of you, getting into like the mountains or near a lake, like, renting a cabin for a while, or a bed and breakfast, what do you call it? Airbnb. God, bleh. Like, especially in a place where you definitely are getting like a beautiful autumn scenery. I feel like some of you guys, it's like autumn is your favorite time of year and you're like just feeling it. Getting away to a place like this. I mean, when I see those moose there, I think of Canada too. Oh my gosh, look at this. We have new wonders and we have forest, and it's in reverse, okay, with the ferns. So yes, a forest. For a lot of you guys, getting to like a forested area is really going to like help you to ground yourself, which is very, Virgo energy, which is the hermit, working, meditating out in nature, going on hikes. This is just going to give you a whole new perspective on life, and it's going to help a lot. So let's take a look at the ferns here. And this, like I said, is in reverse. So, oh shit. Let's see the message here. As long as I can find it. Where are you? There we go. Okay, so this is all about new wonders. So I feel like you definitely have been like holding off, or you've been like putting, your own personal time like off to the side for too long. And it's like you haven't experienced anything new or any change in a while. And now it's time to do that, okay? So with this particular card, it says, balancing the heart and mind can be difficult at times. Both are necessary to function in the mundane world. Following the heart blindly, though, opens us to deception and uncontrolled fancy, seeing only what we want to see, not what really is. On the other hand, being too skeptical leads to cynicism. Just because you may not have experienced something or have rationalized your past experiences with it, it does not mean that the experiences aren't real. Keep an open mind. It will open your life to some new color and some wonder-filled phenomena. So, I mean, obviously, getting out into a space that has some color and stuff like this is going to be good for you. And also, I'm going to pull a crystal card for this group because I feel like it might be helpful. Okay, let's see the message on this for some of you guys. Let's take a look at the crystal cards. Just got to shuffle them a little bit here. Let's see what comes up. Whoop. Oh, we have one. Oh, this is good. So this is, oh my God, you know what is so crazy? I don't think I have ever pulled this card before in my life since I've had this deck, and I use this a lot. I mean, my patrons definitely know I use this a lot. So this is lepidocrocite. Oh my gosh. It says open heart, grounded, and teacher. It says practical and methodical. Lepidocrocite approaches spirituality in a tangible way, grounding practices back to the earth while staying connected to source energy. A great crystal for teachers or anyone who wishes to pass down spiritual teachings. This is very much this. Wishes to pass down spiritual teachings. Lepidocrocite values tradition and educates without judgment, sharing wisdom for humanity's highest good. Lepidocrocite helps with committing to your life's purpose, staying focused on the task at hand, and taking action in order to make progress, change. Each day, you are one step closer to your dreams, and this is Sagittarius and Earth energy. And look at all the Earth energy. That's fucking wild. Oh my God. Okay. So that makes sense that came up for you guys. So definitely check out working with that crystal. But this is definitely a time for grounding and taking a break, okay? And getting your thoughts in order because I feel like you need a spiritual refresh. Okay, guys? So that's it. That's all I have for this group. Thank you so much for all your support. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for further notifications. If you would like to check out more readings by me, go ahead and head over to my Patreon. The link is down below in the drop-down box. Thanks for being with me today, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.